I needed an accountability group, so I figured why not go live? And for those of you that are working from home or studying for your next exam, or if you're like me, going through some coursework to get your license, then I think this is a spot. This is a spot to join forces, and as a collective whole we gather all this energy together so that we can push forward and be more advance ourselves with progress. So because I have goals, I have dreams, aspirations, from inspirations that I've seen online that seems that are not just AI generated, but real life events. And I see to it that I get that for myself in my lifetime. And that starts with here right now and studying with y'all. With y'all. Because, I'm from Texas. No, I'm not. I'm not from Texas. But I've been seeing some things about Texas, specifically Dallas, Texas. I don't think I would go to Houston, but I would go check out Dallas for the food. And Austin seems all right, but I give it like a 6 out of 10, to be honest with you. Just because it looks a little dry. Like, or what I mean by that is that you have to drive everywhere, and I don't prefer that. I prefer to wake up in the morning, leash up my dog, go walk downstairs to the boardwalk or the local favorite coffee roasters, say good morning to everyone, and then I just walk by the shoreline for a good 30 minutes, 40 minutes. That gets my dog exercise. That's my walk because I also need to be taken on walks. So that's how I go about doing my business. But not over here. Over here is just mountain land. It's straight up just concrete and uphill incline, which is great for your ass and your legs, but I need a little more than that. I'm more about the all-encompassing of being lost in the wind, gone with the wind, gone girl type of thing. I actually didn't watch that movie. I didn't read the book either. I'm actually writing a book right now. You guys should check it out on Amazon, Jessica Park Labs. It's a smut book. Not sure if you heard about or what what smut means, but it's synonymous to slut. Okay. And yes, it may be an extension of my imagination here, but nonetheless, I am a female, and like most females, we all kind of share this slutty, smutty, skanky, seductive, succubus type of mind. So when it comes out, I will make an announcement, and now an announcement will be periodically broadcasted and published on all different channels and platforms. So you'll be aware. And if you actually go to Amazon and type in Jessica Park Labs. You can follow my author's page and be able to be notified when the book comes out, because trust me, it's wet, hot, and nasty. So, and it's not based in Texas. It's actually Texas. It's actually based in all different parts around the world. Some might argue that it's the best parts of the world. And a little hint that I can give you is that there's croissants, okay? Croissants and large pours of hot chocolate, and also the media production side of things, where there's a lot of wood, Hollywood. Catch my drift? Hollywood. But, ha, ha, ha. Anyways, so I was supposed to study. I'm actually supposed to click on my tab here on the left side. And I thought I was going to get it done in like 2 weeks, but I way overestimated in its entirety on what I can actually get done. So, and I also noticed that I work probably a bit better when I have real life people around me. Excuse me, I'm a little nasally because it's up here in the mountains, and the mountains and my body and my mind do not mesh together. So, as I study and pass this license, I've been promised that it will get me out of here. Like, it is a gift from, I don't want to say gods, but Zeus's law was reinstated and rewritten in order to be in the favor of passing this exam. And but like through it all, I think it's a gift in itself, because currently right now I am speaking with Athena, and Athena is just like kicking my ass. She's like, if you don't pass this, if you don't read through it, then you will be stuck here and continue to be at war with me. So I must pass this exam, secure the bag, secure it. And then Zeus's law says that I will be able to get up on here, be on a jet, and fly out. All right? So, and it's ridiculously like hot. It's hot here. I just showered. Probably hungry too. All I had today, I had these have you guys ever been to Porto's? They have these like meat stuff mashed potato balls. It's not called mashed potato balls. It's called what is it called? I usually get the coxinhas. It's like that chicken stuff, but this one's the meat. Oh, they call it meatballs. Okay. But I also went to a grocery store, and they have it there in the frozen section. 4 balls in a box. So freaking threw that in the air fryer, 400 degrees, 18 minutes, and then bing, balls in my mouth. Mashed balls in my mouth. And it was good. It was really, really good. And I think that in about a day or two, you're going to be like, oh, I want some balls in my mouth. And I'm going to be like, yeah, you can eat those balls in your mouth as you read my slutty books. And it's going to be like a top-down whole body experience once you do so. Really, really. And, just working from home and being inside these four walls for long periods of time, I've become cognizant about my posture. I think it's very important that we have good posture. Our spine is nice and aligned and erect and tall, and so that we can breathe, right? Because what is the life without health? And if you don't have health in your life, then it is suffice to say that you're in misery. And misery likes miserable company, and I'm not about that. Okay? I'm on the upward trend of positivity, of goals accomplishing, and just being like having more momentum. It's good to have momentum in life. It's easy to be stagnant, but once you're stagnant, you're still water, and once you're still, you are dead. Don't die on me, okay? Don't do it. I will not allow it. Excuse me. The sniffles are getting caught up in my sinuses here. And sometimes I feel like there's a lot of pressure, like nasal pressure here. So I try to just kind of press down on it so that the nasal passage can actually aerate and open so that I could breathe and my brain is awake with blood, juice, water, volume, and oxygen. Right? You can't suffocate here. No. No, you cannot. Yes. I will post this. Yeah, like, God, the chat is like blowing up. Okay, I'll post it. You guys can watch the replay. Shoot. I mean, I don't know how long I'm gonna be on live for because actually no, I need to be on live because I need to study and you guys are helping me study. So let's see here. Oh, you're wondering what I'm studying? I'm studying a subject called I. It starts with the I, and it's something that your parents have, your grandparents have, you have, and maybe even your kids have. Actually, yeah, your kids would have it because if you have it, then your kids have it. So let's see in the chat if you can guess what it would be. It starts with I. Okay. No, that's not right. It's not ice cream balls. No. It's a little more sophisticated. It's a little more I wouldn't say it's intellectual, but it's definitely a building block of society. Like, I mean, at this point, it's like if you live in America, this is like by law, if you don't have it, then you're kind of, excuse my language. I'm just kidding. No, I'm a crass person. And I see you guys are quite crass yourself. Okay, F-bomb here, F-bomb there. What's with all the F-bombs, huh? Huh? You mad? You mad? Why are you mad? No one likes it when you're mad, right? I'm not mad. I'm just sad. Sometimes I'm kind of sad. I can't tell you why. I used to think, well, I still do think that being a girl is part of it because we have like emotional, or we have a cycle, according to when we bleed out of our vagina. Yes, that's what women do. We bleed out of our vagina. Okay. And during that time of like the before, during, and after, uh, it's nuts, you know? And I think that we say that it's nuts because because we haven't gotten the nut, So we're just like, America made their own play on words and they're like, ha ha, it's nuts, So yeah, I think that's the origin of how that phraseology came about. No, I'm not. No, I'm not a linguist, but I do like learning languages. I actually do. And I wouldn't say I'm fluent, but I am striving for affluence. Okay, wait, backtrack. No, I'm not fluent, but I know some key words, like memorizing, or not memorizing, but recall. Not actually, neither of those. Like recognition is really something that I think is my strong suit in terms of language learning. Yeah, I'm like, it's fun because it's like a puzzle. You learn a word of the day, and after 365 days, it adds on to it. It stacks on, it compounds, do. And then now you got a building block, a tower of all these words of one specific language. And then the cement of all that building blocks of words is the culture and the nuances and the antics. So you can, order something in French and how in a French way rather than going to Starbucks in America, and being like, can I get a venti, a frappuccino? Do they even do fraps? I've been seeing like refreshers. Personally, I don't even like Starbucks. I don't. I used to really like Blue Bottle, but then I heard they got bought out by the Chinese. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about that because quality control, I like the original flavor. And before they got bought out, hopefully it's just a rumor, but before they got bought out, the cold brew, it slaps. Like it wakes you up. I'm like, dude, I can go run a 5K right now after downing a 8-ounce cold brew. No ice, please, because I like it full strength. And the reason why you guys should not order ice with any of your drinks is because how often do they clean the ice maker? Right? And most of the time too, they use that handle to scoop up the ice, and I just don't trust that how hygienic the hygiene practices of it, because with food and beverage establishments, it gets crazy. Like I used to work at one when I was young, like 15 years old, 16. I used to make these juices before press juice came about, press juicery. So yeah, that's why it's my little 2 cents, and I'll give you some more on why I don't like ice in my drinks. Um, yeah, but I'm not angry. Sometimes I'm sad. Sometimes I'm not. Um, Sometimes I go off tangent, but I usually make my way back around. because I have a, a goal of expression, of being able to move forward energetically. But yeah. If you guys want to have another study session, type in the comments or subscribe or DM in the YouTube chat. Sure, you can definitely email me too. But in all honesty, I'm like way more of like a in-person type of person. I'm not I just don't think I actually really caught on communicating online, like through chats or texts. Like, it's funny because when I was younger, people would be like, "Oh my god, you're such a dry texter. Like, it's just that one word or LOL or these type of messages." But that's because it's like you gotta like be in flesh in front of me for me to be like fully engaged, because on the phone it's like, I'm reading something that's like this big, this line, like it doesn't have that much impact. It doesn't like register that how it's supposed to, and how it would translate if I were to like actually be in front of your face and be like, "Hey, like, how are you?" Or, we're like at dinner or something, and I'm like, I don't know. The way I like to talk, it's very rambunctious. Okay. And rambunctious, and I'm all about the giggles and stuff, and it's like you can't really send giggles out on a chat box. You can't send like smiley faces, like 8 smiley faces on an email headline and make it seem like you're normal. Like it looks like an ad or something, or like, I don't know. People talk, people communicate differently, right? So, but like even with this chat right now, it's just spewing out nonsense here. Like, what is this frog face? It's like, and that other one, I don't know. I don't really know what that is, but it kind of looks a lot like Kick. Have you guys heard of Kick? Yeah, I'm actually probably going to start streaming on there too as another study group, because hello, like how many people are trying to progress with their life? Like, come on, we got to get it freaking going. Like, we got to like band together and push through, because that's the only way to make it in this world. If you don't have other people rooting for you and making sure that you are held accountable for your own personal goals and for the goals of the company or the entity or the policy or the culture, then stagnation, right? We don't want to be stagnant. No. Excuse me. Sniffles. Open the passage. So, Yeah. These are fake tattoos actually. um yeah, I went to the fair. You guys heard of OC Fair? Orange County Fair? Yeah, I went there and oh my god, I ate like total fat girl. I ate fried Oreos. I ate like a double decker fried corn dog, and you know I fuck with the hot dogs, right? So not the pork ones. I don't eat pork. Uh, but if it's like bacon, like just a little bit, I'll eat it. But on the whole, I do not eat pork. I don't. I wouldn't. You would never find me ordering pork chops because I think I'm allergic to it. To be honest with you, like when I had a soup that had pork in it, I felt immediately sick. And I think it's because I grew up not eating it for religious purposes. But yeah, I kind of eat like a little kosher, not really, but like a kosher hot dog. I would definitely pick that up and be like, yeah, I would eat this. But compared to a crispy pork chops, I'm like, nah, nah, no. Why also is you are what you eat. So let me say that again. You are what you eat. And I like I like me a good steak. All right. I like the Kobe beef. I like the Wagyu. And I definitely don't like doing there's too many of those. There's too many of you know, them hogs. And what do they say, right? Hogs get slaughtered. Hogs get slaughtered, but beef gets praised. Bye.